I put them together myself. Okay. My project is what did the moon landing do for us? The moon landing gave us a step closer to what we use today. The technology for satellites we use for the weather channels, TV, communication was used from the Apollo 11 designs and then modified to stay in space. That day when Neil Armstrong and his crew were trying to land, Americans held their breath. Would they make it, they probably thought. As they watched on live television. Today we know for sure that they made it, and it brought us further than we were before they landed. Dan Edwards states that this, which he's talking about, is the Earth, is a rare and beautiful spot of light in the universe, something to be treasured and cared for. As I said, we have come a long way since the Apollo 11 landing. Today we have 3D printers, 3D pens, microcontrollers, and microcomputers. But what does a 3D pen have to do with the moon landing? Well, with a 3D pen you could print or draw a lunar lander that Neil Armstrong used, the moon or the landing site. The flag here I did with a 3D pen. Dr. Cott 3D printed the astronaut, and McKinley printed the base. The spacecrafts that were used for the Apollo 11 mission are Saturn V, Command Service Module Columbia, and Lunar Lander Eagle. During that year, President Kennedy said, "I believe this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to Earth." And that fired up NASA, and we did exactly that. We got a man to the moon and back safely. Eric Lincoln Honker, I don't think I said that right, says that the first moon landing united people, if only for a brief moment. As Neil Armstrong stepped out of the lunar lander, 6 million people watched on television. People all around the world knew the importance of the events taking place and did not want to miss a thing. Humans put aside their differences and shared the moment. The images of the Earth rising on the moon's horizon made the planet look small, fragile, and alone out in space. At a time when war in Vietnam and the Cold War dominated the evening news, images from the first moon landing provided a moment of escape. According to National Geographic's Kids.com, today NASA is working on sending humans to another planet, Mars. Thanks to Apollo 11 moon landing, NASA is hopeful about their chances. The act of putting 3 people on the moon and then safely bringing them back home proved that successful human exploration in space is possible. Kellen Perry says moon landing effects include innovations in safety, technology, medicine, geology, paleontology, oceanography, and much, much more. like how President Kennedy challenged NASA to go to the moon, today President Trump is challenging NASA to go to Mars. President Trump tweeted, "For all of the money we are spending, NASA should not be talking about going to the moon. We did that 50 years ago. They should be focused on much bigger things we are doing, including Mars, of which the moon is a part, and defense and science." He did this on June 7th of this year. I agree with him. We're on the track to Mars, not moon. Now that we know how to get to other celestial bodies and space, we can accept President Trump's challenge to NASA. So again, what did the moon landing do for us? It united us, it gave us the knowledge, and provided that anything can happen when you put your mind to it. It also felt good to be American because we achieved something no one else did. And to go into a little bit of each spacecraft, Saturn V was the one that launched Apollo 11 into space. So as you can see on this model, at the very top there's a little gray piece, which is the CSM Columbia. And as in the picture over here, you can see Lunar Lander Eagle at the tip of it. And that's how they were able to launch it onto the moon. So Saturn V weighed 6.2 million pounds and was 363 feet tall. It was also used to launch Apollo 4 in 1967. CSM Columbia was 36.2 feet tall and 32,309 pounds. The CM part of it is the cone top right here. And the SM, the service module part of it, is the bottom here. So they would have like the AC and all the mechanics down here while they were like living. There's like a little living area up at the top where they could do their work. The CM Columbia up top was the only spacecraft from this mission to return to Earth. And then the last one, Lunar Module Eagle, was 23 feet tall, 31 feet wide, and 30,000 pounds. And that was with the fuel. The crew compartment was 14 feet in diameter, and there were no seats inside. So that would be up here. And then on this side, I have pictures of the moon. The smaller one is our view from here if we're just looking up at the moon. The bigger one is if we were seeing it through a telescope or a camera. And this picture of the coins is the coin that NASA gave to the 3 astronauts in recognition of what they did. And then I did the topic like that because I'm creative and I thought of it as if it was floating off the moon. That is it.
Her assignment after 6 months of work on this here was 800-word written script. So that's what she read to you. So they have to write with us too. Where is she?